What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting to you from Vernon, CT. According to the weather app, though, it say Vernon, Rockville. I don't know what's up with that. I've asked people that live here what's up with that. They don't know what's up with that. Let's get to the topic at hand. Ashton Hall. You know that Ashton Hall, fitness influencer, he blew up like crazy. He did that one video. It was like a morning routine. It was pretty goofy. It was perfect. It was the right amount of serious and silly. It was the right amount of he capping and could he be serious? It was very entertaining, and dude went crazy viral behind it. Now there's some other stuff people talking about that he be scamming people that sign up for his fitness course or whatever. I don't know how true that is. I'm not really gonna worry about that. I mean, if something else come up about it, I might do some research and look into it and possibly talk about it. But right now, I don't know. Recently, he was at a mall in UK, and I've heard people talk about London, saying that London is a terrible place. I've never been, but I have seen people over and over and over say that London is a terrible place. And from the outside looking in, seeing this, I don't think it's a terrible place, but it does have me thinking like, is that a place that I want to visit in the future? I may, but it do got me wondering now. Where before it would have been like, oh yeah, absolutely. Now it got me like, I don't know. We'll see. And it's all because you got some guy, Modeen is his name. I've never heard of this guy. He seems like a really obnoxious, nuisance influencer, nuisance streamer, whatever. I really don't know what to categorize this guy is. But he somehow located Ashton Hall in a local mall. He was following him around, and he was just on some weird energy type stuff. You know, the guy, according to him, because I looked into him, according to him, he is of mixed Arab descent. So I'm gonna try to keep this as middle of the road as possible, because I'm really not trying to be controversial. But he just acting weird, man, and he making people really uneasy, and he know what he doing at that. It's not a coincidence. You got this dude yelling Allah, whatever the hell, like really loud, and when he doing that, you know, people are like getting scared. They like jumping and like, you know, moving away, because you know what he acting like. I mean, I don't want to say the T word, but he doing it on purpose. You got a guy that's of, by his own admission, mixed Arab descent, and he yelling loud, saying stuff that sounds like things that the T people would say, that we've heard them say in videos and stuff. And so he's intentionally making people uncomfortable with this, including Ashton Hall. So the dude is just really charged up, making a goofy scene, and I'm sure he doesn't intend to hurt him in any way, shape, or form. He's just doing it for content. But if you Ashton Hall and you don't know this guy, you don't know what the hell going on. So he understandably gets the hell up out of there. I see guys around in like yellow jackets or whatever. I don't know who those guys were supposed to be. They could have been his security, but I just don't know based on how they was moving. Because if they were his security and they weren't like, dude, like piss off or something like that, they need to be fired, because what are you paying them for? That's why I'm like, I don't believe that they were his security, because I've seen how people move when they got security, and the security is very proactive about keeping weirdos like that away from them. Like, you know, before you even get close enough, you gonna get, you know, you might get hurt. That's all I'm saying. You might reach and draw back a nub. So if they were his security, they were the worst in the history of hiring security. Ashton Hall ends up getting the hell up out of there. He finds a random person and asks him, can he get his bike? The guy gives it to him. because the guy recognizes who he is. Fortunately, because he's so viral, the guy immediately recognized who he was and let him take his bike. Now, what do I think about this? Ashton Hall, I think he was right to get up out of there. The dude was on some weird time, but he don't know what's happening. He don't know if this dude is legit acting crazy, like about to do something. He says in his mind, he believes he might have a knife. Because you can get up in the mall, you don't have to be checked or anything like that. He can have a knife. So he wanted to start getting away from him, as he should have. Too often do we criticize people that say they have no situational awareness, that things be off, and instead of getting the hell up out of there, they want to be casual and continue shopping and all that. Because he was there to go to the Apple store. Looked like he canceled that plan because he got the hell up on out of there. Now, even though he wasn't in any danger, overall it seems like, because this dude is just like some sort of nuisance streamer that's just trying to use him for clout. In the moment, he was like, fight or flight, let me get the hell up out of here. It's not worth this confrontation with this dude. I did notice he was trying very hard to defuse the situation, like bro, what's your problem? And, you know, peace and all that sort of stuff. And the dude was just acting really stupid. Like, whenever he would do that, you know, he would turn up saying you know, the T people type of sounding stuff that was making everybody around just really uncomfortable. They all heading for the hills. What Ashton Hill experienced, though, was something that a lot of influencers experience, and that's when you out and about, you don't know who really like you and who don't. When you out and about, people see you and they recognize you. Some of the people that recognize you really like you. Some of the people that recognize you really don't. But you have no way of knowing who mess with you and who don't. You have no way of knowing who really like you and who really don't. So if you're an influencer, you're a pretty visible person, and you out there in the mall and whatnot, you exposed. You exposed to the whim of the public. Like, you in line at Chick-fil-A to get your lemonade, or you in line at Foot Locker to get a new pair of Forces or something like that. You for real just minding your business. You done pulled out your phone because you done got a couple notifications. You know, you reading your comments on your YouTube videos, something like that. And it's somebody around you that's watching you because they mad as hell at you about something that you said in the video that they don't agree with. Instead of being mature about it, like, you know, we just got a difference of opinion, we agree to disagree. These people be really on some weird time. And that's why, in a lot of cases, there's a ton of influencers that don't want to do meetups. You got a lot that will do meetups, but, you know, they'll have security up the wazoo. You're not getting in there. But then you got people who, they just like, I don't want to do no meetups. People in their city be inviting them to lunch and all that, and they be real skeptical about meeting up with them because they like, how do I know that this person really messed with me like that, and this ain't just them luring me out on some BS and I end up on the nightly news? I mean, that's for real. So Ashton Hall, I'm glad he okay. I don't think he was really ever in any danger, but he got the hell up out of there. He made the right moves, because you just don't know. He don't know what type of time this dude is really on. He not somebody that he recognized. He yelling T people sounding things or whatever, you know, in a different language or whatever, and he don't know what type of bullshit he on. So he got up out of there. So I'm not gonna be critical of him at all, calling him a coward or any of that sort of stuff, because I don't think he was being a coward. You can't let ego and pride have you stay in some stupid situation that might be dangerous for you because you just don't want to look like a punk on the internet or something like that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit, man. Don't let these dumbass motherfuckers take you away from your bag and from your family, you know, on some pride, ego stuff. I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'm holla at y'all. Peace.